Awesome. Hello, hello, and welcome to day 905 of the Daily Antidote of Song. So exciting that we've made it this far and we're going to keep going. Um, I'm Jaden. I'm hosting today, and welcome to day 905
I'm so
of the
sorry. I
Daily
just heard
Antidote.
myself echo.
I'm Jaden. Uh, Sorry, I got really discombobulated. Okay, it's really good to see you all today. Let's get started with the hellos. Hi, Joe Rossi, who is the heart and soul of this program. So glad you're here today. Hello, Gabrielle Zui, who is our amazing song leader for today. We're really excited to have them in the room. And then hello to Mabel and a bear coming in from Massachusetts. Yay. Hey, Deborah in Kentucky. Susan G, good to see you. I see Dawn in one curly top. Glad you're here today. Hi, Bonnie in Boise and Susan in Seattle. Hello, Kevin in DC. Good to see you. Carolyn in Boise and Christiana and Bob in Maryland. I think not too far from where I am. Nancy and her awesome Irish cow. Yay. Hello, Cricket. Good to see you. Kevin Ennis, and you're in Massachusetts or Vermont? Somewhere up there. Really good to see you today. Glad you're in the room. Hello, Lynn Levine and Kathleen in Albuquerque, Anne in Maryland, and Ruth in Birmingham in the UK. Jenny in Suffolk, also in the UK. Glad to see you today. Hello, lost my place. Hi, Deli in Maryland. Good to see you. Hello, Storm and Bob in Massachusetts. Kat in Vermont, and Caroline in DC. Hey, Phil and gang back in Totnes, I'm assuming. Somewhere else. I'll find it. Got cut off. Yeah. Nancy, good to see you. Hello, Jane and Lynn, Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney. Wendy Luella, yay! Glad she's here in the room with us today. Gary Pausner and Shari in New Hampshire. Carol J in Connecticut. Kelly and Suzanne, and hello to all the folks watching on Facebook Live as well. Everybody in the Zoom room, let's wave hi to them. Hey, Facebook Live family, yay. Really glad that you're watching with us today. So without further ado, I will introduce our wonderful song leader for today. We are so lucky to have Gabrielle Zui as our artist for day 905. Are a singer-songwriter from Rockville, Maryland. They've been doing songwriting for a while now, since they're pretty young. And they tend to write songs about their experiences as a Jewish Brazilian American member of the LGBTQ community. And they also write about their experience with disability and are very involved in social justice and activism causes. And we're really glad to have them here today. Hi, Gabrielle. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm good. So what song are you sharing today?
So today I'm sharing a song called Case of the Smiles, which is actually one of the earlier songs I wrote back in like 8th grade, 7th grade.
Wow.
Yeah. And I wrote the song well, I guess I'll talk about it more later, but first we'll get singing.
Awesome.
Right? That's how
Yeah,
this.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
start teaching a little bit. We'll put lyrics in the chat.
Cool. So hi everyone. My name is Gabrielle. So for this song, we're gonna sing along on the chorus, and then I'll sing the verses because they are a bit wordy, and maybe hard to like teach and then sing right away. But yeah. So the chorus goes, first I'll sing it, and then I guess we'll like go back and forth on it. Yeah. I've got a contagious case of the smiles, contagious case of the smiles, so I'll stay happy for a little while and spread the love. So, I guess we'll try the first line. I've got a contagious case of the smiles. 2, 3. I've got a contagious case of the smiles. Okay, and then the second line is, Cont- oh my gosh, it's so hard. It's weird to come in part with you. Contagious case of the smiles. 2, 3, 4. Contagious case of the smiles. And then it's, so I'll stay happy for a little while. And 2, 3. So I'll stay happy for a little while. And then the end is and spread the love. 1. And spread the love. Okay, I guess I'll do the whole. I've not done this over Zoom. It's very weird to not hear everyone. I'll do the whole chorus again, and then we'll sing the whole chorus together, and then I'll start on the song. I've got a contagious case of the smiles, contagious case of the smiles, so I'll stay happy for a little while and spread the love. Your turn. I've got a contagious case of the smiles, contagious case of the smiles, so I'll stay happy for a little while and spread the love. Cool. All right. I'll get started with the song. Oh my gosh, I smile so much when I that's the whole point of the song, but by the end of it, my cheeks are just hurting. It's okay. I've got a smile on my face, I'm not gonna waste another day. Be inside, friends and family right here, so I'm gonna spread the love. I got a contagious case of the smiles, contagious case of the smiles, so I'll stay happy for a little while and spread the love. Ooh, oh, oh, ooh, oh, oh. See the sun in the sky, I never knew it could shine so bright. These are the moments in life where we know it's gonna be alright. Out in the community, having fun with my best buddies. Yeah, we're taking care of each other, always be there for each other. I've got a contagious case of the smiles, contagious case of the smiles, so I'll stay happy for a little while and spread the love. I've got a contagious case of the smiles, contagious case of the smiles, so I'll stay happy for a little while and spread the love. Ooh, oh, 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 I see some ukuleles. It's C, G, and F. Ooh, G, F, C, G, F. Ooh, oh, oh, we're gonna spread the love now. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, so many instruments I was not expecting. Cool. Thank you for joining with me.
Thank you, Gabrielle. That is such a beautiful, joyful song. And it's perfect for Daily Antidote of Song because we are all about spreading the love here through music. So that was just delightful. And yeah, we do have a lot of musicians and singers in the room too. So yeah, and I think a fair amount of ukulele players. Yeah. Um, so you wrote this song when you were in middle school?
See, I might be misremembering. I was quite certain I was in 7th grade. Yeah, so I was really involved in this organization called Best Buddies, which is a program that is really common in public schools, at least in my area, where schools that have a separate learning program for students with intellectual and developmental disabilities will have like this friendship club between the students in the mainstream programming like classes and then the students in those programs. And I actually am autistic myself, but I was not diagnosed until quite recently. And so I think I was literally the club president of Best Buddies in my middle school for 2 years, which like was usually they don't let a 7th grader do that. I was really into, and my brother also is autistic and was diagnosed when we were like when he was like 2. Um, and because he's like the more, I guess, like classical, stereotypical version of autism, I guess they just never thought to like look into it for me because I didn't like match up with that. Yeah, and that's also a really big part of like the gender disparity diagnosis. But anyway, yeah, so I was really involved because of growing up with my brother and just because of like my own interest in these clubs that were for making friends with students who are very often like left out of social groups and things like that. I was really involved in Best Buddies and other organizations like that at a kind of young age. So this song I wrote for the Best Buddies annual Friendship Walk, which is this big fundraiser that they have once a year. And so they said that I could perform a song at like the midway point of the walk to get people pumped up about continuing to go on the trail on their fundraiser and everything. And so I basically was just here, not here in my room, but I was right there on the trail of the walk, singing the song while my aunt was playing guitar, and we just played it on loop for like
Oh my
an
gosh.
hour, maybe longer. It was a very ridiculous day because all of these people were like walking at different paces, and we wanted to make sure everyone got to hear the song. And we also had the lyrics to the chorus up so that people could join along on the chorus if they wanted to, and we would slow down their time. But it's not really like a timed race or anything. It's just a fun friendship walk. So yeah, so that is why I wrote this song. But I've really written a lot of songs for things similar to that. Songs for different I've written songs that have been like used for fundraising for different nonprofits, or I've written some songs that are rally songs, protest songs, like with the purpose of performing them at different like climate change protests, at gun violence related protests. So yeah, that's a lot of the songs that I write are kind of directly related, sometimes even like written for the purpose of a specific cause or organization.
That's really awesome. And yeah, like here at Daily Antidote, we have a lot of artists who are also activists or consider themselves to be like very involved in social justice movements. Um, that's really awesome. Is there for you some type of like important connection between music and activism, or like is that kind of an intentional thing that has developed for you, or is it just kind of like what ended up happening? Um,
Yeah, I really believe that music can change hearts and minds. It can really help people connect emotionally, and it can help them connect to concepts that can be hard to hard to describe. Um, if that makes sense. So I definitely think, when you're able to shift culture, to shift um, the way that people think about something, the way that just maybe introducing them to something, that's how you can also start to shift the social sentiment around the issue, shift policy. And so yeah. In addition to music, I also serve on the Human Rights Commission of the City of Rockville, which is an appointed government position in municipal government. And this is actually my second term. So I was appointed when I was 18. And it's been a really, really cool time. And I'm definitely going to stick with it for as long as they let me. But yeah, I really, really enjoy doing that. And a big part of what I do on the Human Rights Commission is organizing our annual LGBTQ Pride celebration. And so, what a big part of what that involves is booking musicians to perform, musicians from our local community who represent different facets of the LGBTQ community, to kind of just, show the different faces and voices of our city. And there's so many other events throughout the year too, where there's musicians like at our MLK Junior Day of Service, and sometimes these other things that happen some years, but not other years. COVID's been it's really interesting to like join a new thing the year before COVID started. And so it's like, I don't really know what the normal is, because it's been a long time I mean, this has been running for 905 days. So yeah, but yeah, so I really enjoy that. And then right now I just finished college. So I was a human rights major at Columbia
Congratulations.
University. And then I couldn't fit in the minor for my graduation requirements, but I was almost a jazz music minor. So yeah, but I transferred there from Montgomery College, which is a community college here in Rockville. And they also have a campus in Tacoma Park, which I took one class at. But yeah, so I was a transfer student. I couldn't fit in the jazz minor, but I did get to take some really cool jazz classes, and I got to be part of the Brazilian ensemble. And I love performing Brazilian music too. And yeah, it's just a fun time.
Well, that's amazing. Huge congratulations to you for finishing college. No easy feat. And also for having that really amazing position with the city of Rockville. Um, wow. Yeah. How was finishing school during the pandemic? When did you graduate? Last spring?
Yes. So I went to community college my first 2 years. Then I transferred to Columbia, but my whole junior year was virtual. And then for senior year, I wasn't even there a full year because there were like outbreaks on campus, and so then classes were moved online and everything. So it's like I didn't even have a full year there. It was a weird situation. But I'm thankful that I got to be there even just for a little bit, and got to be in the Brazilian ensemble, and they didn't have to like cancel our concerts, because it was in the spring after things were quite better in New York. But yeah, so I did commencement graduation stuff in May. Technically, I still have one class left to finish up before I have it, my transcript fully graduated. But I
You
walked
can do it.
across the stage. I got some awards. As far as, well, now the rest of the internet and the world might know, but as far as the word knows, I'm graduated, so it's okay.
You
But yeah,
graduated. You did the thing. Yeah. Awesome. And how would you say that's great that there's a Brazilian music ensemble? Is
yeah.
yeah.
So I sing, in addition to like this fun singer-songwritery ukulele stuff. I also do a lot of bossa nova and some samba music. And so last summer, summer 2021, I did a whole string of outdoor concerts with Ken Avis, who is a very
Mhm.
involved musician here in the DC area. And he was playing guitar for me, and we were doing bossa nova music. And then part of why I was so interested in Columbia is because of their jazz program and the different ensembles that they had. And so I got to be in Brazilian ensemble, and we did bossa nova, but we also did samba, and we did choro, and we did a few different types of Brazilian music. And I also, it's back over there. I don't think, in addition to playing singing, I also played cavaquinho, which is basically the Brazilian version of a ukulele. So, like, from what I remember, a ukulele um, is the result of the Portuguese immigrants bringing I forgot what it's called, some instrument to Hawaii. And the ukulele is like the Hawaiian adaptation of this Portuguese instrument. But then in Brazil, their adaptation of the Portuguese instrument, whatever it's called, is the cavaquinho. And so it looks
Okay.
super similar, but it has metal strings and the tuning is different. And yeah, so I got to play that in the Brazilian ensemble. And yeah, that was really fun. I'm still very new to cavaquinho, so I won't be playing it on an event like this anytime soon.
Okay.
But when I can blend into a whole ensemble of other instruments, I think it works. But yeah.
That's awesome. You should know, Christiana just popped this into the chat too. We had Ken Avis here last
Oh,
week with
cool.
Lynn, yeah, Verano. They were awesome. Yeah, they didn't do bossa nova or jazz. They did a Carol King song, I think.
Oh,
But yeah, they were awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So for people in the room who might not know, you are also involved with Carpe Diem outside of Daily Antidote right now. I think you're
Yeah.
teaching some classes, and were you in the Wheaton Arts Parade this past weekend too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I teach currently. I'm doing one class with Carpe Diem. I teach ukulele to kids at Gaithersburg Elementary School. I'm actually doing that in like 3 hours, 4 hours from now. And so it's this after school program where they have different modules, and for this first like 7 weeks, they are learning ukulele for 1 hour, and then they're doing like poetry and literacy skills for the second hour. And we have several students in the class who are very new to speaking English. And it's really cool that when we're playing ukulele, that's not even something that they have to think about, because, we can all play the C chord in unison without having to do a lot of reading or writing or language learning. It's just something that we're able to, like, as a classroom of different languages, do together, which is really cool. And I also taught at Hamilton Camp, which was a week-long summer camp that Carpe Diem ran in June, yes. And I taught ukulele there, and I also taught songwriting there. And at Hamilton Camp, there was also a really great mix of languages and cultures among our students. And we had 2 students who had recently, their families were refugees from Ukraine. And so even in the very introductory songwriting that they did, seeing these students open up about, the things that they missed, like their cat that they used to have at home, or the things that they're excited about, a song about making friends. It was just a really, really beautiful experience. So I'm really excited to keep working with Carpe Diem Arts, and to meet all of these different kids. And I guess all I've done so far is programming with elementary schoolers, but I know Carpe Diem has programming for all ages. But yeah, I'm really excited to do lots more of it.
That is amazing, and really speaks to kind of what you were saying earlier about how I think music can bring us together and like bridge a lot of these like gaps and differences that we have. So that's so wonderful to hear. We would love to hear your song again. Also.
Case of the Smiles.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. There was this discussion earlier of like if we were splitting this between 2 different songs or if we were just so we're doing Case of Smiles again.
For the other one, for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I hope everyone remembers from earlier, and everyone's cheeks are ready for the smiling. Yeah. Oh, and for those who want to play along, it's C, G, F. Cool. I've got a smile on my face, I'm not gonna waste another day. Be inside, friends and family right here, so I'm gonna spread. I usually say twice. I think that was it. Okay. Friends and family right here, so I'm gonna spread the love. Got a contagious case of the smiles, contagious case of the smiles. So I'll stay happy for a little while and spread the love. Contagious case of the smiles, contagious case of the smiles. So I'll stay happy for a little while and spread the love. Ooh, oh, oh. See the sign in the sky, I never knew we could shine so bright. These are the moments in life where we know it's gonna be alright. Out in the community, having fun with my best buddies. Yeah, we're taking care of each other, always
Gabrielle. Oh, such a good song. Perfect for DAS. Thank you so much for being here and sharing that with us and sharing about yourself and all the amazing work you do.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, and we're all just on the screen. So sweet. Mhm.
One thing I forgot to say during the I'm not gonna sneeze again. I can do it. Is yeah, so I have someone says I love the useless button on your website. I have a website, I have songs on Spotify and iTunes and all of that stuff. And I also have two songs that I'm planning to release in 2022. Realistically, one of them will end up coming out in January, but right now I'm planning to release two new songs in 2022. I haven't released anything since like 2019, so I'm excited to be back to putting my music out there. So yeah, if you want to follow along with that, the social media, and I'll just put it in the chat. But sorry for yeah, but yeah, thank you
No,
so much.
please. Yes, we definitely always want to know about that. I know we, Joe or I can also put your website in the chat. It was there once before. So yeah, everybody please go check that out. And that is cool that you're on Spotify and iTunes, like a proper musician. Love that. um, well, thank you again so much for being here today. And while somebody's getting those things into the chat, I will start saying goodbye. Thanks everyone for being here again today on day 905. Also, happy Rosh Hashanah to everybody who is celebrating. Forgot to say that at the get-go. So, um, goodbye to Mabel and Bob and a single bear. So good to see two bears. I was lying. So good to see you today. Bye, Deborah and Susan G. Bye, Bonnie. Good to see you. Susan Miller, because yeah, there's two Susans. Kevin in DC, Carolyn, Bob and Christiana. Good to see you. Bye, Cricket. Bye, Kathleen and Anne in Maryland. Bye, Ruth. Good to see you today. Bye, Deli. Goodbye, Kat, and whoa, big screen, Phil and William and Pauline and Shizuka. And you're in Newcastle. I saw that earlier. Okay, so glad to have a new friend with us today. Glad you're here. Bye, Jamie and Gary. Bye, Kevin Ennis. So glad you're in the room today. Bye, Fred and Curly Tops. Always good to have you here. Bye, Nancy N. Bye, Joe. Thank you for supporting us on tech today. Dan and Nancy, good to see you. Nancy Schimmel. Bye, Jenny and Aloysius. Bye, Cliff. Bye, Wendy Luella. So glad you're here with us today, showing a beautiful photo album. And Lynn, glad you're here today. Bye, Storm. Bye, Caroline and Jane in Texas. Goodbye, Shari. Somebody who has lovely deer as their profile picture. Very lovely. By Kelly and Linda Rose, by Jane and Marilyn, and Kathy and Dick. Glad that you are here today. So I think I got everybody. And of course, bye to Facebook Live. Bye. Thanks for watching.